Good morning, everybody. This is Dee Reinhardt. I am with Illinois WorkNet, and we are beginning our webinar on exploring careers and planning for your future. Today, we're going to be talking about part of the Illinois WorkNet new website, and we have a handout in the lower left-hand corner of your screen that is the handout for this section with some details about how to use this section of the website. On the screen right now, we do have a series of questions that you can answer to let us know what it is that you want to find out from Illinois WorkNet when you go to Illinois WorkNet on a regular basis. So please take a moment and answer that question right now. You can check any of the items on there. It's a multiple choice question. I'll give you just another moment to answer that. We do have a new transcription pod in the top of the screen. Raise your hand if you like how that one looks better than the ones that we've used in the past. I'm going to raise my hand too because I like it a lot. All right. And thank you to Tina, our transcriptioner today. I don't know, is that what we call you, Tina? Tina says yes. All right, we're going to hide this pod. Our Illinois WorkNet is, we're talking about exploring careers and planning for your future today. One of the things that you need to do when you are working on your career plan is you need to know what your choices are, and part of that becomes knowing what your skills and interests are, so that you want to be able to understand a career cluster, understand what your interest profiler gives you as a result, what your skills profiler affords you, as well as what a work importance locator is for you. So knowing what you are good at and your interests helps you make the best career choice moving forward. We also have a section where you can explore careers. You want to be able to use the career and labor market information to be able to plan for high school and beyond, complete job applications and prepare for interviews, find out what expected number of job openings and how much a job could pay, and then make a job change, relocate, or request a pay raise. All of this information is included in our Explore Careers section. Then you would also want to use our Employment 101 planning guide to help you set your employment goals and plan how to reach them. We have a pre-assessment test that you can take if you want to check your current knowledge on the different skills and options that are available in our career planning guide on Employment 101. We also have a guided approach and planning tools that you can use that has a step-by-step way for you to set up your career plan. We also have a post-assessment test that you can take to check to see what you have learned, and once you've taken that post-assessment test and scored a certain number on the test, you can earn a certificate of completion. So that's a really good tool for you to take a look at. Now let's go live on our website. I'm going to open up and see my screen. Sorry, it's taking just a moment here. So can everybody, oh, I've got to make this bigger. Can everybody see my screen? Let's raise your hand with the little man at the top of the screen if you can see my screen. And I do have this magnified to 150%. If that's still not quite big enough for you, at the top of your pod where the screen share is, you can click the little thing that looks like 4 arrows and make it bigger on your screen. So we'll take a look now, and this is our main website, Illinois WorkNet, and it is a www.illinoisworknet.com. And that, if you're looking at the menu, we're going to be talking about Explore Careers. And the first area that we're going to talk about is the skills and interest surveys. And we are talking about exploring careers today, so if you have any questions about exploring careers, then you can type those into the chat pod, but we do want to try and stay on topic today. So what we can look at here is with the skill and interest surveys, you have the interest profiler, which is located right here. It would take you 10 to 20 minutes to complete a series of questions about what interests you. Then we have the skills profiler that is helping you identify the occupations that match those skills that you just finished. Then we have the work importance locator that helps you understand what you really want out of a job. And then last but not least, we have the career cluster. When you are logged in to your Illinois WorkNet account, and you can sign in or sign up, right here where it says My Dashboard, it either will say log in or sign up. So you can do that right from the main page of the webinar. I'm sorry, of the website. I'm in webinar mode right now. When you are logged in, you can go to your dashboard. Right here it says log into your Illinois WorkNet account to access the skill and interest surveys anytime from your account dashboard. So what I did a little bit before we started the webinar, I logged into my dashboard and I went to the career clusters and the importance locator. So when I started that, I clicked on the career cluster inventory, which gives me 80 different activities that I can either like very much, like, dislike, or I'm not sure what the answer might need to be. So then when I'm in there, and I'm on number 73 of the 80 questions, I can say referee soccer matches. It will give me an explanation of what that means if I need that. And then I just answer, do I like it very much, like it, not sure, or do I dislike? And I'm going to say not sure. I can settle dispute between friends. I like doing that because I like being a peacemaker. Repair a computer, maybe not quite so sure about that. I can participate in the neighborhood watch program. I like that. Help repair the clothes dryer when it stops heating. No, I don't want to do that. Model clothes at a fashion show. Ooh, I'd like that very much. Compare 2 samples of moldy food under a microscope. Not sure about that one. Wash and wax a car. That would be okay. So I can like that. And then when I click done, I get the results. So it shows me here what I would want to do. So it gives me arts, audiovisual, technology, and communications as a score of 13, which is the biggest one. And then finance for me is down here on the bottom with only 3 items that were worthwhile to me. So that helps me determine a little bit more about the industries that I might want to be in. And as you can see, the top ones have the most items here. I've got 2 that are tied with human services and marketing. Now, to start one of those tests, you would just click on the next one, which I'm going to go to the work importance locator because it's short. And I can find these items by placing the cards. And so I would say, of my ideal job, it is important that I make use of my abilities. How important is it? And I can put those cards where I think it needs to go. And I can continue on until I have it all done. On the skills inventory, I can take a dependability for personal skills. Dependability is either very satisfying, moderately satisfying, or somewhat satisfying, and I can add those skills to that different area. Flexibility. I need a lot of flexibility. I'm persistent. So you just continue on with the different skills and move them to the area that they belong. And then once you're done, when you go back to your dashboard, you would be able to see all of the results and then share those with a case manager or someone else that might be helping you with your career plan. And as you can see here, the career interest surveys, that would take me to that screen. So if I go to my dashboard, go to career interest surveys, I pick which one I want to complete, and then depending on which one it is, I've got the work importance locator, I've got the career cluster inventory, I have the skills inventory, and then there is one more for the interest profiler. And that, again, is a series of questions. Build kitchen cabinets. I would like that. Guard money in an armored car. No, I would dislike that. So you would continue going through the series of questions that we started with the original one. Do we have any questions about the skills and interest surveys? I don't see anybody typing about that right now. So let's move on to the next item in our webinar today about career, wages, and trends. And remember, if you have any questions about exploring careers, our section today, you are more than welcome to type them into the chat pod and we will try to answer them for you. On career, wages, and trends, we have the information that we have available to us from ONET. It's pulled from the ONET system. And Chelsea put a note in there, but you don't have to go to ONET online anymore. You can come right to Illinois workNet. We have information for Illinois pathways, and then we have information about demand occupations. And if you hover over an item that has the little I in the circle, it gives you a definition of what that is. If you're looking for a demand occupation, you would go to a pathway, one of our Illinois pathways, and this links you directly to the Illinois Pathways website. If you do go to a pathway, you can find the items within the pathway, and you can see those denoted here with the arrows in the upper right-hand corner. So agriculture, food, natural resources, architecture and construction, finance, health science, information technology, manufacturing, and transportation, distribution, and logistics are all considered Illinois pathways. We do have some other areas that we cover, but I am going to concentrate on an Illinois pathway today. Let's go of careers that are associated with that career pathway. We have in the list cardiographers and cardiopulmonary technologists and cardiovascular technologists and technicians. All of the items with the green arrow jumping up the chart mean that they are demand occupations. So let's take a look at a certified nursing assistant. Once we click on the job itself, the specific job, it gives us a list of information that includes job demand and wages, skills and training, and find jobs and information. We can also bookmark this if we're logged into our Illinois WorkNet account for future reference. So this is really handy. If you look at a number of careers, you can bookmark it for future reference if you're looking at a whole lot in one day. Under the Certified Nursing Assistant overview, it gives you a brief description, or what we like to call an executive summary, of what goes on if you are a certified nurse assistant. Also, it lists here what you can earn for an Illinois median wage or for a national median wage. But back up at the top, it gives you more detailed information that includes the overview. It gives you employment and outlook, which tells you what the outlook is for this area, giving you some growth information based on the United States, Illinois, or other areas depending on what the actual position is. We can also look at wages and trends. Now this is very useful information because in Illinois you have one wage, which is hourly or yearly, but if you live in a specific geographic area, maybe you live in the Edwardsville area, a certified nurse assistant makes this wage, where up in Cook County, a certified nurse assistant might make these wages. This is very useful, especially in an interview situation where an employer might ask you, what would you like to earn per hour? So depending on your level of experience, you can go to this chart, go to the area where you live, find out if you have a 25th percentile level of experience, you have a median level of experience, or maybe you're very experienced. You can say, well, this is what the wage is that I would like to make because of my experience. So this is very useful for job seekers as well as for employers to know what is an average wage in their particular area. We also have resources that are available. This is a library list of references that you can take a look at and potentially purchase if you are so inclined. It has a list of other information by association or finding out what information is available about that particular career. Under skills and training, we have what interests are required to help you be successful at that job, what sort of knowledge is required for you to be successful as a certified nursing assistant, any licensing or certifications that are required, and where you can go to obtain those certifications, the skills and last but not least in this section, the training programs that are associated with a certified nursing assistant or other additional programs of study that might be related but not necessarily a certified nursing assistant. In our last section, you can find advancement opportunities. You can find hiring practices. You can find jobs associated with the Illinois WorkNet Job Finder, which opens up to a new window so that you can return to your section and find what the physical demands are. There's a lot of them for a certified nursing assistant. Similar jobs. These people are all in the help field. What the working conditions are associated to a certified nursing assistant. And last but not least, you can watch a video about the day in the life of a certified nursing assistant. and you would pick what language you would like to see it in, and it will show you the video. And again, that opens up to a new window so that you can return to your job field and explore some more careers. And we have a question, is there a website for someone going to the Colorado area? You may want to do your research, Donna, and find out if there is something similar to this in Colorado, but you can find the jobs are going to pretty much be the same. You can definitely go to ONET and find out the wage information for Colorado. And Chelsea did find a link here that said colorado.gov with job training. Mirage is asking if she wants to be a radiologist or a dermatologist or another medical profession. Who can I find help with training? And you would go to that area, that particular job, and look under the skills and training and find the training programs for that particular job, Mirage. Mirage also asks, how does this connect with picking a registered apprentice? Apprenticeships are going to be talked about in another webinar, and apprenticeships are determined through the different unions. So we're not really going to cover that today. Does the work world analysis give people choices? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that question, Mirage, so I would need some clarification on that. While she's clarifying that, let's go back up to our menu and take a look at Employment 101. Employment 101 is a program that we launched last year for our Summer Youth Employment Program. We are going to have a very specific webinar on Employment 101 in a few weeks, so watch for the news feed on that one coming up. But I want to just talk briefly a little bit about Employment 101. We do have a slide share here that you can watch that will give you a little bit more detail about the program itself. Again, you need to be logged into your Illinois WorkNet account to access your Employment 101 guide and anything that you have saved in it. As we discussed in our PowerPoint presentation, the Employment 101 tool provides a pre-assessment guide for you to check your current knowledge of the different components included in Employment 101. It is not a requirement, but it gives you a good base. This was initially geared for youth entering the workforce, but as someone that might be re-entering the workforce or changing jobs, you might want to take a moment to answer the 25 questions that are on the test. You can find a guided approach for these different tools that provides career training and research. We just did quite a bit of that when we went through the career guide that we just covered on certified nursing assistants. You would also have a job search organizer in the tool. It has an area where you can find out what your goals are and then the steps that you are going to follow to achieve those goals. And then the SMART plan is the last area, which stands for the different areas that you want to do with your SMART goal. We have a post-assessment test that you can take that will have you understand what you've learned and to unlock your certificate of completion. And then last but not least, you can add your certificate of completion to your resume and or your portfolio. And we do have a portfolio on our Illinois Resume Builder tool, Illinois WorkNet Resume Builder tool. So all you have to do is log in and see what all of these different areas can provide for you. So since I'm already logged in, let's go to my Illinois WorkNet profile on my dashboard and take just a real quick look at Employment 101. I know we're approaching the end of our half hour here, so I don't want to take too much time since we will be addressing this in the future. But when you go to the Employment 101, you've logged in, you've gone to your dashboard, and you are going to your Employment 101. You can take the pre-test, you can complete the guide, take your post-test, and obtain your certificate of completion. So when I go to the Employment 101 guide, here is my overall progress right now. I have completed 7 of 8 items. It helps me with preparing a career plan, preparing my job search plan, and then achieving my goals. So those are the 3 steps involved, and we have 8 items. I finished 7 of 8. So it gives you a little tip and clue about where you need to go and how you can get yourself qualified for a job. So that's it for our demonstration today. If you have any other questions about our Exploring Careers menu, which includes skills and interest surveys, career wages and trends, or Employment 101, I'll be happy to answer those for you. We do have some blog content about planning your career that is available for your reading pleasure. You can read all of the articles or filter by a topic. We also have videos that are related. You can take a look at any of those. We have a day in the life of, we have an entire list of a day in the life of videos that are available. And last but not least, we have all of our career exploration resources that gives you a searchable list on keywords related to exploring careers. And then if there is an external link, you can click directly to that external link. Okay, so let me take a look here real quick and see what we have. Another question is, I filed a customized employment task list at the library. Where are the results for the customized opportunity from that? The report analysis distribution. Mirage, I'm confused about what you're saying. Maybe if you met with your Illinois WorkNet counselor or case manager at an Illinois WorkNet center, they might be able to help you answer some of the questions that you're trying to have us answer today. So thank you very much for your time, everyone. We are finished with our formal presentation. If you could take a moment to answer the questions in the poll for us, I would appreciate it. I thank everybody for your time, and especially Tina, our captioner. I'm going to end the recording now. We will stay on the poll on the webinar for a few moments so that in case you would like to ask us any other questions, we will have those there to be able to answer.